So hello FabLab people and FabLab Devon people. So today I'm going to show you how to do something really cool. So in the FabLab in Exeter and also Barnstaple we have XTC 3D. So it's by a company called Smooth-On. You might have heard of it, and it's a really cool way to upgrade your 3D prints. 3D prints, as some of you know, or if you haven't seen 3D prints before, they have ridges in them. If I use my nail, then you can hear it. Even on a high resolution print, this print's quite a low resolution, but the reason for that is that you can make quick prints in low resolution, then you can use techniques to make them more smooth. So this is part of a science fiction universe that I'm making as my own product. Yeah. So this is the measuring thing, and these are the two things you get in the XTC 3D. So this is the part A and that's part B. So obviously part B is a catalyst, yeah? And if you've used epoxy, it's basically exactly like epoxy resin, and it smells a bit. So I'm going to put 2 parts of this, and you don't have to worry too much about the measurement. Just guess, a guesstimate. And then I'm going to put this in as well. So it's 2:1. And then I use a lolly stick, whoops, like this. And then I just mix it, make sure it's well mixed. And probably I should have used a bit more because it's quite a large area. I've just done one here, and it's drying off. And as you probably can see on this one, it's still not perfect, but there are ways to get around that. So you can apply another layer, or you can start to sand it. And what I do is, once I've sanded it, then I prime it with a white primer airbrush or a black primer airbrush, depending what sort of color I'm going to put on top of it. Then I start to airbrush it. And I'm probably going to do some demonstrations of this very soon, probably in FabLab Barnstaple, because that's where I'm based at the moment. FabLab Exeter, perhaps I could come down and do a demonstration as well. So this is all about upgrading your 3D prints. So this is kind of like the first process. You can stop in the first process if you want and just have it like smooth like that, or you can take it and do airbrushing stuff as well. And you know, imagine if you're making a product prototype, like a cool car that you've designed. Yeah, you could either have it a white hunk of plastic, or you could have it replicate what it looked like in the end. And I think that's about mixed. And so I'm just going to use this brush stick. And unfortunately, because the resin dries hard, then you can only really use these brush sticks once. Then I just apply it like this. I'm trying not to breathe because it's really annoying, isn't it, when you watch YouTube videos when you hear someone like huffing and breathing while they're making a video. So I quickly applied that. And make sure it's not too thick, not thick enough so it's dripping, but not so thin that it's not doing anything to hide the ridges. Because all it's doing, there's no magic to it. It's not melting the 3D print. It's basically applying it like a resin layer over it that hides the ridges, and then you can go on to sand it to really get rid of the ridges. So if you're making a really posh model, as it were, then I'd recommend doing this. And we've got XTC 3D in FabLab Barnstaple and also Exeter, so we've got a pack in each one. It's really just kind of for demonstration purposes at the moment, because A, it's quite pricey, and B, as I can smell the fumes at the moment, it does give off fumes, but it's much safer, as I say, than using an acetone bath that can smooth prints, because that's actually quite dangerous. So all the danger in this is all it's going to do is give off fumes, and actually that's a bad thing I've done, is actually got it on my fingers. So I wouldn't recommend that. And I'm just going to finish this off and then quickly go and rescue my fingers by washing them. So that's it. So that's how to get your 3D prints smoother in FabLab Exeter, FabLab Barnstaple, or wherever you are, or you could do this at home. And remember, the product that you can use for this is XTC 3D by Smooth-On, and I think that costs about £20. So thanks very much for tuning in, and bye for now.